Hello everybody, and welcome back to another installment of Berry World SMP. Oh, it's finally good to be back on the Berry World SMP. If you guys aren't aware of what Berry World SMP is, it is my SMP that I'm personally hosting that takes place on a complete slate of Earth, and it is also a lore-based SMP. So, you know, we've done a lot of mythos grinding and all that stuff, so it's honestly nice to see that we're going to be getting back into other stuff as well. So it's very awesome that we're back, honestly. Like, honestly, the whole mythos grind has really gotten me, like, it's gotten me, like, so out there and whatnot. But at the same time, I love mythos. I love everybody in mythos, but it's time for us to do some Berry World lore and whatnot. So we're going to be starting in just a second. But honestly, guys, if you're new to Berry World SMP, please do go check out our Twitter by using the command in the stream chat, the BWSMP Twitter. That'll take you to our official Twitter, and we now have an official fan server, which you can find the link for that over on our Twitter as well. You just gotta scroll through the posts in order to find it and whatnot. We got ourselves a new banner recently. We like to keep up to date on things and whatnot, so honestly it feels good to get back into main lore and all that stuff, because today is a lore stream. It is not just a hangout stream, it is a lore stream and stuff. So honestly, if you guys are excited just as much as I am, then honestly, if you guys are just as excited as I am, be sure to stay tuned and whatnot. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into lore. Family at last. It feels good to finally be at peace. I'd say the rest would go for everybody here. I'm just stating how it's finally time we sit down as a family once again.
Yes,
It's been a while.
it has been a while, but you know, I'm hoping, this dinner actually goes well and no disruptions happen this time. Because I swear to God, I can't handle any more signs of stress. So Beans, do be on your best behavior, okay?
Okay, Mom.
Disruptions, well, let's hope not.
Oh, I think the guests have arrived. Let's go greet them.
Let's go ahead. Alright, make sure to be on your best behavior, Beans.
Yes,
No way. Okay.
Oh, there they are. Looks like our one villager waiter is on standby, so this is good.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty
I
then.
had to get Bentley for to get that one. Welcome everybody. It's nice to see everybody.
I see.
It's a pleasure to see all of you here. Really, it is.
Really, it's nice to see you, everyone, again.
It's the families all come together. Please take your seat.
Alrighty then. Beans, you sit on the table that's on the stage.
Okay, Uncle.
You get your
And
own
don't touch the
exclusive
plate.
table.
Yeah.
And don't touch the cake until after the main course, okay? That's your dessert.
But Mom.
It's your dessert. Come on.
Oh, I brought some cookies for everyone.
Oh, that is great.
Yes.
That's great.
Oh, that's great.
Feel free to give them to that villager over there. He's our waiter. So
Oh, here you go, sure.
you can either hand him to him or put him in the chest. So it's all fine. All right, we had one of our Haven chefs prepare a lot for us. It might not look like much, but this is what we had to work with.
Well, we could only do with so much with what the resources that we have here. So, yeah. Anyway, it's nice to see everybody here. This is nice for once. Nothing about work, nothing about any trouble also, but Where is that guard? I told him that he should be on the stage watching the beans. You,
Hi.
come over here.
Okay.
Make sure to go. I told you to stand on that stage. I don't want people getting the wrong idea. Because what if they're attacking on that side? Then you'll just be leaving my beans vulnerable. Get on that stage right now.
Okay.
Sorry about that. You know me.
It is a quite lovely setup. You here?
Well, all the compliments go to Justin over there. He's the one who did. He's the one who organized this with me.
Well, I gotta do something besides doing all that, setting up of everything else, so...
Yeah. I think the nice touch is that kiddie table over there. All the youngins just have the table of their own.
Don't
the
eat too
beans
much.
are the stars
please.
of the show themselves.
No promises.
And my
Don't-
precious little angels they are.
Remember not to eat too much sugar. You don't want to get any cavities on you.
Yeah, we don't have a dentist.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess, actually, is there a dentist or a doctor?
No, I don't think so.
Actually, I've been traveling a lot, and you'd be surprised. There's actually a little bit of a doctor character in Orlade.
Oh?
Oh, there is?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, so you should probably make use of that person.
Oh, okay.
As the leader,
I can't
you
remember
should
their
be
name.
aware of this.
I can't remember their name, but, well, I had to drop by there anyways because we're setting up computer systems over there. Every
Oh, yeah,
major
speaking-
colony that is a part of the UN Council has to have one, since it'll be used
I
for
heard.
government use.
I heard you're planning to install one in the new library that's being built right now.
Well, I mean, it's right below the communications tower that you have set up here, so you can get the best connection that way.
Yeah.
After
At least
all,
we'll get to know what day it is today.
after
I
all,
have no idea what day
no
it
one
is
wants to
today.
have shitty internet, especially in a new world like this. If we manage to get
Of
it that way.
course. Of course, of course.
That was
I'm
the whole point
assuming
of those
since-
towers.
I'm assuming since you already installed the computers, I'm assuming
That's
your darling
underway.
wife here. Oh, your darling wife is actually getting started with it.
Well, we've already taught some mechanical-based villagers how to set up stuff, and the golems are being programmed to haul the computer systems themselves. So
really heavy.
they'll be in charge of setting that stuff up. They're really quick
That's good.
learners, and I can respect that.
That's absolutely wonderful. That's actually good news, considering that we do need some sort of communication-based types around here. It's getting kind of tiresome sending Bentley to deliver snail mail.
Well, I mean, again, this is just a prototype in the making, but as of right now, it's only for government use. We do want to implement a mailing system, though, which we'll utilize with some inventions that Sean fellow was talking
Of course,
about.
of course. I can't wait to actually see those, because that's a project that's been going on for a while, huh?
Yep.
Some technological advancements would be nice for once.
Indeed. And also, that's not the only thing that's been completed or is underway at the moment.
Oh,
I just got back
tell.
from Bentley the other day, as a matter of fact, and they've finished constructing the mansion center.
oh, the research center. How lovely.
So as of right now, I'm currently trying to look for, well, people who would want to work there, and I've already got a few candidates. That Zolan
Yes.
fellow already wants to work there. He seems to be very adamant on it, so I'll give him a shot.
Make sure to
Um,
also make Wyvern. You know our fellow Wyvern here at Haven,
Oh yes,
right?
yes, the alchemist
Head
expert.
researcher. Make him the head researcher. I can't trust anybody else with a position unless they're,
also-
you know.
I also, I'm trying to look for a specific individual who showed up at the trial. I don't mean to bring that up, but I noticed them in the crowd. They looked like they could know some sort of research value. I can't remember their name, but they had light pink hair, if anybody remembers that person.
I did see a particular individual, but they were more hidden in the shadows, if I remember.
Yeah, as of right
They
now,
really
I'm
didn't
currently
say
looking for
anything.
new people as well, so that's currently underway as well. And as well as that doctor figure. Those four are the main ones I'm trying to go after, so.
Well, you know, with your charm, I don't think I'll have a problem with that.
Indeed.
Anyways, considering that we have computers, what day is it actually?
Well, I don't want to get into the numbers, but it's actually very appropriate that we had this dinner on this day in particular.
Oh, why is that?
Hmm?
Why is that?
Let's just say a certain person is about to become an adult. So,
Oh?
What?
it is actually your birthday today.
Oh my god, so...
According to the computers that we found,
Oh!
the computers that we found actually are already set up to the correct date and regions. So once we
Oh.
found that
Oh.
out, we converted it with time zones, and it's today.
Oh my god, happy birthday, Soul!
Why do you think I had all these cakes
Birthday.
prepared?
Happy birthday.
I didn't even know. Wow.
I'm wondering why you weren't sitting at the kiddie table, actually.
And because of the fact that she's 17 at the moment, that means today she'll be turning 18, entering adulthood for the first time ever.
Aww. Aw, Soul!
Congratulations, Sol. You're officially an adult.
You're an
Oh,
adult,
boy.
and you're the
Now we
leader
can
of
toss you
the
in
nice.
prison. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
No,
Oh,
no,
I'm
no,
just
no,
kidding. I'm just
no.
kidding. No, no, no. No. I wouldn't do that to you.
I mean, unless you committed a war crime, but I don't think anybody wants
Unless
to
you
do
committed a
that,
war
so-
crime, but I don't think anybody in this family has the actual balls to do something like that. None in this family.
Either way, the fact that you've been taken over Oralade and becoming more of a leader because of your auntie's teachings makes me really proud of you.
Thanks.
I have to say though, you are definitely ruling Oralade with such firm drive and determination. It's actually growing quite well. You might even end up beating Haven as the largest population.
I wouldn't say that.
Well,
Oh,
at the end of the day, it's not necessarily a competition. It's more along the lines of, well, civilization.
rebuilding the world again.
Rebuilding the world.
But anyways, I'm just glad that every single family member is here. Though, I would like to ask, who are you again? Who are you? Oh no. Forgive me for asking, but how did you get here? I'm pretty sure I only sent it to family members.
I thought I did. Was I not allowed to bring her?
No, it's just that on the invitations, Lola, I did say that it was just a family affair, so I was just wondering why you brought your friend, I'm assuming?
Actually, I thought I told everyone. Actually, I figured since I'm dating her that
Huh?
it would be considered.
Hmm? Yeah,
I
you
thought
guys
I let
didn't...
everyone know.
Wait, you guys didn't know?
No, I didn't.
No, actually.
I
Unless you
apologize.
put it on the
I
computers.
thought I'd let everyone know.
I actually found
Oh,
out.
Anna's my girlfriend.
Shh, we don't have to... Okay, sorry.
I see. Well, it would have been nice to tell me.
I know. I thought I did. I'm sorry.
All right. Let's take it a few steps back. All right. I certainly don't mind it at all. I mean, after all, One here has kind of kept me in the loop about a few things, a few important
Alright, then.
things. So, but Lily, I'm surprised you didn't tell me about this.
I honestly thought I did. I must have forgot.
I mean, I have been rather busy recently, so the time for
I
talking
didn't.
is very limited. So, but I mean, you know, I'll always accept you for who you are. So,
Of course.
as for you,
What's
Ona,
that?
thank you for keeping me in the loop about a few things, and well, welcome to the family.
You're welcome. The only thing we need to do is actually have a marriage ceremony. Then maybe. A little too soon to be saying this, but you know how it is.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's best to
Any-
get to know who your allies are going to be as well. So
Yes, of course. But anyways, that's enough chatter. Let's get like some food on the table. Excuse me, villager. Could you perhaps put the food around already? We're starving here. Thank you.
he's already prepared a few things with that chef over there. So,
Thank you so much.
and also the stuff on the table as well. Feel free to dig into that as well. It's very, very Grecian. We used to eat this kind of stuff when we grew up.
Thank you.
Oh, this meal is lovely.
Make sure to get the beans up there as well.
The steak is actually grilled, and I'm so happy about that.
You should try the
Grilled steak
salmon.
is always
The
the best.
salmon's very crispy.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, the salmon.
Oh, I.
The
Yeah,
chef
we
here
got
is really
fish.
amazing. I give props to them.
Man, if only we
Oh,
could
we
get
got
some
a
of that
fish.
A5 over in Anime Land.
What happened?
I tried my best over there. I told you that time I could have brought some.
At least you've taught your villagers how to make that kind of stuff. Again, they're very fast learners.
Indeed.
Yeah, I have actually noticed that literally the other day. Literally that one time when you basically taught them like
thank
when
you.
basically they were taught how to make stronger golems, they just immediately started manufacturing them and now they're all around Haven.
Every single corner, there's some in the Capitol building, aka Beantopia, and soon we'll be pushing them out to official colonies as well.
Oh yes. We would definitely want some golems patrolling everywhere, so also, but I do have to say though, that one particular golem at the gate is pretty funny though, if you think about it.
It's got a little bit of a friend.
Yeah, he's got a little bit of a friend. I'm just concerned that they might gain sentience and,
No.
you know the things in the movies.
I mean, they have kind of the AI of a villager itself, and well, it's not much to these guys, but they're very smart, I'd say.
Also, I'm just but I am just a little bit disappointed today though. A little bit.
Why is that?
Why is that?
Well, not a lot of people. I'm missing I think particular 3 individuals. Will, Jules, and Davern.
They must have been
Well-
busy.
Davern actually responded back saying he's sad that he couldn't come.
As for Jules, I haven't gotten word back from them, and well, I doubt Will would want to even be here, so
Yeah,
sad to say.
I think that's
but
everybody.
Sad to say, but
think
his young mind is kind of altered at the moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
No matter how
Though-
much convincing I can put on him, so.
Though if by the way, speaking of your children, it happened already.
Did he get there?
He get there. Not to
Made
worry,
them
I
safe?
made sure. Yes, they're safe, perfectly safe. I made sure to get them to the docks in time.
Good. That's the last thing I want on my mind at the moment. Just making sure I have some reassurance.
Well, Daniel did say one thing though. He might actually, if push comes to shove, he might actually stay there for a little longer than his sentencing has given him.
Well, if he said it himself, then I guess we shouldn't defy it.
He said that he basically said to me that maybe it would be best if he stayed there for a little while longer just so he could reflect and all. He still kind of feels bad about what he did to you.
Well, in due time, there's learning from your mistakes. But for now,
Of course.
it's what had to happen.
Of course. Of course. By the way, just to get out of this gloomy topic, I paid a visit to our little baguette president the other day.
Nova.
Oh.
That's a very interesting conversation or a meeting you would have had. Do tell.
Okay, so basically, you wanna know something funny, actually? She tried to reassure me that, she wouldn't start something basically. And the funny thing is though that you know how people tend to lie and look to the right? That's exactly what she did.
Honestly,
And just
who better else to tell that kind of stuff but you?
she reassured me that, oh, don't worry, Queen Yuki, I'm not going to start anything. But she looked to the right as she said it. And you know me and using my psychology degree, I saw through that. But I'm not gonna do anything. Now, why don't you do anything, Yuki, is what you may all ask. I love games. I love games.
I'm not sure if she got the message across the first time, but well, even if she had the audacity to even start anything, things are already underway that'll prevent that from happening. The vault is currently being built as we speak.
Of course, and I would love to have one person in there at the very least. I'm really expecting retaliation, and not gonna lie, brother, the thought of putting ne'er-do-wells in the prison just makes me want to have a rush of serotonin.
Yuki,
Yes?
maybe it's best not to discuss that over family moments.
I can't help it.
Like you said, no. This is just a family moment. No business or anything going on. Just
Of course, but I just like to say that I love games. So please, everybody in the world, if you would love to play a game with me, I'll play.
It can't
Sorry,
be a
that's my
game without
status.
two ends of the stick, is what she's saying.
Of course. I love games. Just that's all you need to know.
of course.
But
Any-
as with every single game, there's always an ending point. You either win or you lose. And
I'd love to be on the
let's
winning
just
side,
say-
though.
let's just say that anybody who tries to hurt any of us will regret the day they ever thought about it.
Of course.
Because as I look around here, I see easy targets, and that's not a good thing. When we took control, when your auntie became the president, the queen of this new world, there were people that are not pleased. And well,
Of course.
that can only lead to one thing and one thing only. So it's best to be prepared, because, well, I'm getting too much into this topic. Sorry.
It's okay. It's
I just
alright.
want everybody to know that safety is our #1 priority at this point, especially for those beings up there. Leverage can be used against anybody. I'm sure a couple of you might be familiar with that concept.
If anybody tries to harm my beans, they won't live another day, I assure you.
You win some, you lose some. That's just how the world is gonna be. But anyways, enough about that. It's a special occasion after all. We shouldn't bum the moment out, shall we?
Of course, yes, we shouldn't talk about business. I do say though that the salmon is quite, it's making me hungry again. And I just literally ate.
Say the pumpkin pie is delicious and nicely sweet.
Only
you
the
can
best
have-
from the chefs of Haven themselves. I mean, that one over there who's kind of having a staring contest with the golem. I don't know where he got these studies from. Probably from the gods themselves.
It'd be nice if I got if he.
Speaking
maybe the
of
chef would help.
gods,
Oh,
has anybody had any interactions with them lately?
Not for a while.
really.
Not for a while.
And
I don't
not
know.
since the last time.
I don't know if it's no new news or not, but I had an interaction with Hades.
Really?
Oh, so
Oh, what did he say? Do tell.
It was kind of loud in the underworld, but from the most that I heard, he told me the story about I forget his name. apologies. But
Hmm.
the dude who,
Describe them.
the one who mocked the gods, I believe, and then ended up in Tartarus rolling a boulder up a hill for all of eternity.
Oh,
Sisyphus.
Sisyphus.
Yes, Sisyphus. You told me
Sisyphus.
story of Sisyphus.
The guy who defied death twice, and he actually managed to
Well-
capture Thanatos.
Well, the thing
What an
is, like,
interesting story.
he deserved it. After all, nobody actually messes with Uncle Hades.
Uncle. Oh, that's right.
Oh, we never told you.
Wait,
We
what?
never told
Huh?
you.
No.
Wait, what?
No, this
Yeah,
might
I
come.
had a feeling.
This might come as a
I
shocker,
had a
but
feeling.
recently the gods have revealed some pretty interesting information about some of us amongst this new world. Some of us are actually related to the gods themselves.
I knew this was
Apparently, and according to lineage, and I just found out, since Persephone is mother's sister, that means that he's our uncle, Allison.
I had a feeling, but I didn't want it to be.
Mom and Dad, they were gods the entire time, and we had no idea about this.
Oh, of course, you know gods. Abandonment is a thing.
I guess I was right. There are many other children that are born.
That would mean that that lightning striker up there is also our uncle. God damn it.
That fish boy is also our uncle as well.
But don't even get me started on
Oh,
fish,
don't
but I
even
still.
get us started on him. The
You mean-
audacity he
Oh.
had to come over here, and he was drunk as all hell.
Wait,
Oh, speaking of that.
you mean Poseidon?
Poseidon, yeah, that's
We
his
got a
name.
little
But
bit of
speaking
a-
of that,
I got a little bit of a visit from him recently.
oh, speaking of that, funny thing is that one of the gods actually took a liking to you, dear brother.
Can we not bring that up?
Which one?
The goddess of love herself.
Aphrodite?
Ooh la la.
Oh,
The goddess of love herself, Aphrodite, basically flirted in front of.
Yeah,
I-
kind of invaded my personal space as well.
You didn't tell me this.
I mean,
I didn't think it
imagine-
was important to tell because, well, you're my Aphrodite.
Aww.
Mm,
The thing Aphrodite would go after justice. I mean, I know he's charming, but that's really much of a surprise.
Well, Justin does look like Dad.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, Father has had a little bit of looks to his side, I will say that.
Of course, considering if he is the king of the gods,
The new
that
king.
means we're practically royalty.
To the Olympian gods themselves, and also to the Chthonics.
Of course.
Honestly,
Our bloodline is very impressive, I will say.
it was also interesting to meet Hera herself.
Of course, Queen of the Gods.
Oh,
Old Queen of the Gods, sadly.
Old Queen of the Gods.
The new queen is our
Sad to
mother
say.
herself.
Of course. Don't even get me started on mother.
well, yeah, that's right. She
Yes,
said that she
Beans,
was
what is
busy.
it?
Who's
What is it?
who's grandma and grandpa?
I
Oh,
think it's about time we
um,
tell them, yeah.
Yeah.
Your
Your grandmother and grandfather are Homina, or Demeter, and the god Pan.
Oh,
They're your grandparents. And they owe you a lot of birthday presents. So please do go to the temple and actually ask for that.
okay,
You know,
mama.
they owe you a lot of they owe a lot of their grandbabies like presents. You can ask for a boon.
They were very lovely people. They were very lovely people. You would love them.
Of course.
Uh,
Something wrong, Lila.
Oh, I'm just sorry. I just forgot some names. It's okay. I remember the names now. I
You
remember.
seem a little worse for wear. Are you sure you're not being pushed over too much over there at your new job? I heard that
Oh,
you're working for
no.
phone.
New job. I've had that job for so long. Actually, I
Promotion?
got that job back when I first met up with Dad. you know, when
You have eye bags, dear. I'm assuming you haven't been sleeping well.
No, I've been fine. Honestly, it's not even my new job. I can take breaks whenever I want.
You
If it-
don't you
if
don't
it's-
seem fine,
If
sweetie.
it's not your new job, then what is it?
It's not a new job, but you um I've just been a little tired, you know. Just, thinking through some stuff. It's nothing big, honestly.
That's why you rest. It's to clear your mind for the next day.
Yeah,
Yes, of course.
I've just been like, yeah, that's
You should get some rest when you get back home, okay?
Oh yeah, speaking of business matters, hang on a second. Grimes, can you come over here? Lee, come over here. Real quick.
Yes, boss.
So how did it go?
Oh, the president. It went well. Like unexpectedly,
know?
actually.
She didn't know.
She didn't know. No, not at
Ah,
all.
okay.
But
Please keep
however,
being friendly with her. Yes.
I'm gonna need a
However,
favor from you. If you want me to keep
what kind of
spying on
favor?
her, if you want me to keep spying on her, you're gonna have to give me an alibi.
An alibi?
An alibi.
Yeah, a reason to not be suspicious. I
I see
mean,
what he's getting at. A cover story, essentially.
yeah.
Oh, do tell this guy. It's very easy to actually do something like this. I could just say that you just joined. If she does
I'm-
end up seeing you.
I wanted to talk to you about this, but you were kind of too busy doing this, so I didn't want
Fine.
to disturb you.
Like I said, I love games.
Of course you do, boss.
And I like playing with people, so I guess you could say I'm a people person.
Indeed.
Anyways, that's all. We'll talk about it more later. You go on ahead.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I'm sorry, I get a little bit excited when it comes to games. I just like playing them. Especially with people who I absolutely hate. With a burning passion. Watching them lose is just... I guess you could say it actually fuels my little sadism.
Isn't that
Never thought you were one for sadism, but
Oh,
to each their own, I guess.
what does that mean?
A little bit. Basically, am saying that a little bit I do like it when people lose. To me. Is basically what I'm saying.
That makes a lot of sense now, especially when we were younger.
Oh yeah, remember all those kids that would try to play games with us and I'd get very competitive.
Very competitive.
I think I remember you've almost made one kid cry.
She didn't. She didn't almost. She did.
They ended up crying, yeah. Running straight home to mommy.
Honestly,
Oh,
a
wait.
game's a game. Sometimes people take these things a little too serious. You should see it in the
Yeah.
politics world. I gave everybody what they ever wanted, and people hated me for that. But
I'm
let's
surprised
just...
nobody tried to take take a shot at you.
Oh, no,
That's usually
trust
what happens to politicians.
Trust me, my words have effects on people, so...
Speaking of which, has there any been developments with your ability that we were talking about?
I mean, I haven't really thought about it this way, but it's almost like it's there. It's like I can feel it. If I really think about it, it all makes sense now. Because back then, I wasn't the kind of guy that would even remotely try to intimidate anybody, but nowadays, when I do, it feels as if Feels as if I have the
Feels
upper hand on someone.
that you can do whatever you want.
Say whatever I want.
Basically, yeah. It's nice, isn't it? The power coursing through your veins.
Yuki, what do you mean?
What?
It's nice, isn't it? Say it. Come on, you know you want to say it. It's lovely. It's wonderful.
I don't think I've ever felt more alive in my life.
Ah.
Maybe we should get back on dinner.
Yeah, let's
Yes.
get back to dinner, guys.
Yeah.
I don't think the
Kids,
beans
come on,
want to hear about
come on, sit
politics
back
and all
down.
that.
Come on. Just sit back down.
Babies, you can eat the cake now. You already finished eating, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then go ahead. They've been staring at that cake for a while now, so
That should keep them occupied.
yeah, that should keep you occupied. Just don't eat too much sugar.
The
No
food
promises.
Yeah.
The food here is quite on point.
That's the reason, by the way, why I asked if there was a dentist, because of the fact that they've been eating a lot of sugar.
Don't suppose we have toothpaste around now, do we?
Oh no, that's exactly what I've been asking. No, don't mind me. No, don't mind me. I just said nothing about dentist. I said, the den is this. Exactly. Yeah, just keep eating. Just keep eating.
Okay.
Don't eat too
Don't
fast. You don't want to.
Something
They
wrong,
don't like
Lola?
the den.
I think I'm gonna take a break. Step out. I need air.
There's air all around you.
There's air all around you. What do you mean? It's definitely something else, though. You do have something you want to say, but you're kind of afraid.
No, not really.
You
Then
don't have.
say what's on your
We
mind.
can go for a
We're
walk.
family
okay?
after all. We're family after all. You can say what you need to say.
If it's uncomfortable for you, you don't have to. You don't have to force
No,
yourself.
Allison, I actually want to hear this. She does have something she wants to say, but she just can't say it.
It's best not to keep things bottled up inside. You saw what happened at the
Exactly.
trial.
Exactly. Say what you have to say, Lila.
I'm just a bit.
Keep eating, Beans. Don't mind this. Just keep eating.
Just a bit.
I spaced out. Sorry.
Anxiety driven right now. That I should be fine soon.
Please. Please, Lila. Look at me. I implore you to speak your mind. Nothing you would say right now could possibly cause damage. Not in this family. Just say what you have to say. Let it all out. Nobody's stopping you from speaking.
I'm not sure. I mean,
If you need
plenty
to
of
talk in
things-
private, we can step aside.
Of course not. Why would I need to talk in private? I just not the hugest fan of some things said today, and I'm willing
Oh?
to step out.
A fan of what? Precisely.
Oh, just the energy mainly at the table. Just not very comfortable.
Oh, I don't know what you mean. Nothing's wrong, right? Everybody?
No.
No problem here.
I have nothing to say.
me neither.
So what is it, Lila, that you're definitely uncomfortable with? Is it the food?
No, the food's delicious. I am just.
Then say what's on your mind. There's no reason to hold back then.
Well,
Spit it out. Come on.
I'm just not really a fan of talking about banishment and stuff over dinner, if you don't mind me saying that.
Well, I had to tell your parents something. Otherwise, they'd think I'd be hiding something, but I wouldn't do that to them. They had to know. Are you implying that perhaps I shouldn't have told them? That their own son was tossed on a boat and basically sent to Cicero?
No, it's just a little bit of a weird dinner conversation, Auntie Yuki.
Are you implying something, my dear?
Of course not.
That I'm trying to start a fight?
No. When did I ever say that?
Well, that's exactly what you're kind of implying, though. I'm getting the hostility feeling from you, basically.
I'm not feeling hostile at all. When have you known me to be hostile?
Are we playing a game right now?
Of course not.
Kinda seems like it. Would you like to play a game, Lula?
Not in the biggest mood right now.
When has anybody ever been in the biggest mood ever? Can't ever get a chance to talk about something just a remotely little bit that has to do with work.
Well, it's a family dinner, Dad. I didn't think work would be in the conversation, considering you guys did bring up, well, specifically Auntie Yuki brought up that, you know, it's nice to get away from work right now.
Well, sometimes things slip into transit. It's like a leftover bag in a plane. Sometimes we don't have the time outside of stuff like this to talk about these things. And besides, you didn't have to join into that conversation now, did you?
I didn't necessarily, I just wanted to step out. Auntie Yuki said I had something on my mind when I clearly didn't.
Your auntie is my sister. And there's and if there's one person that can get a read on someone, it's definitely her. So when she says something's on your mind, something is on your mind.
Well, something wasn't.
Don't lie to me, Lila.
I'm not lying to you.
When will you stop pretending? Your brother is in Antarctica right now because he tried to put me to death. When will you stop pretending? When will everybody stop pretending? Everyone cries and mourns over him.
I'm not crying and mourning over anybody.
Then why even think about it? Your auntie said it herself. He's safe. Leave it at that.
Yeah, I know that. Who's to say I was even worried about that?
No, brother. She's probably just concerned. You know, she's a child. You know, it's a thing that happens once in a while. It just happens.
I'm tired of people pretending. I'm tired of people thinking that they can just care automatically.
I told you, remember?
Everybody defied me, looked down on me, didn't say a damn word. And now what? My son, who almost put me to death, his punishment's too damn much? I think it's not enough!
I told you.
I apologize, but I never said that. And you know I didn't.
Then why didn't you say anything?
What am I supposed to say when I'm never there? I wasn't there for that trial, and I would have spoken against you ever doing that, and you know I would have.
Well, here's the reality, daughter. Nobody did. Except for her.
That's right. I'm the only one who ever really truly believed in my brother being innocent. Everybody else just kept quiet about it.
Yeah.
Well, except Cam. Except Cam. She did say
But
something.
rest assured that with us now in the ranks, none of that will even ever happen again.
Of course. I'll make sure it never happens again.
No one
And now,
will ever feel the pain that I felt that day, and if they so far do, I will crush them like a little bug. No one will feel that pain ever again.
not in this family.
Especially not in this family. Oh, great. Uncle Zeus has decided to rain on our fucking parade, of course.
Of course, it always happens. You know, it's always a thing that he has to do.
Great timing.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised Fish Boy actually hasn't shown up at all.
I mean, the last time he showed up, he was a drunken mess.
Of course. I'm expecting another challenge, though. And I can't wait to win that game.
As to who it is, we will find out and see.
Of course, and I am prepared for every contingency. Though I'm not exactly sure what to do with Dionysus and him in particular. Him.
Well, sometimes the simplest solution may be the best one.
Perhaps. Though if it's something like alcohol drinking, I will definitely lose, and I hate losing my game.
I'm not much of a drinker myself, no matter how much that Zolan fellow would tell me how much of a drunken mess I am.
Oh, yeah. The audacity of people
I
sometimes.
think he's got the picture across.
Yeah, I was there for that, remember?
Of course. That information was very valuable, Ona.
You're welcome. My brother is a bit naive.
Brother?
Brother?
Oh, yeah, I found that out recently, so that's fun.
I thought. Oh yeah, that's right.
Well, that sucks
that's,
when you.
It does suck. It very much
No,
sucks.
no, I mean for the fact that if you two get married, that means he'll be part of the family.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
That's right. Miles.
I believe in
But you know what,
second
I can deal with that.
chances.
Of course, it's up to them to like show us that, you know, they can be trusted. It can happen. I guess you could. I guess it's up to people playing the chessboard.
You just gotta know when to move and place the pieces.
Exactly.
Marriage
I mean,
won't happen for a while.
he is-
We're still both underage.
He is
Well, of course
volunteering
not.
to help.
We're not in medieval times. We're not gonna force that on you.
Of course. Well, you know, unless that there's a like you know, like unification of two factions, then maybe. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I wouldn't do that. Not to my beans. They're way too young. Not to my beans. They have to pry them off my cold dead corpse before they can get to my beans.
What?
You're not getting married that early, is what I'm saying.
Oh, I thought you said that you were gonna kill
Only if I did something wrong, but no, we're not gonna do that.
But who would want to do that, am I right?
I know, right? I mean, I have people to do it for me. I'd rather keep his hands clean, thank you very much.
The new world has a lot to it.
It does, it does. Anyways, let's continue eating. Oh my god, the salmon is actually, I'm still not hungry. How am I still not hungry? I wanna eat this. I'll save it later. I do would like a nice wine with it, though.
I mean, there's some fresh grapes over there on the table. It's the closest thing we can get.
Oh, yes. You know what? I'm gonna savor these later. I might take these grapes.
Honestly, feel free to take any of this food. Very, very good.
Yes, they are very, very good.
Especially the Grecian beef itself. Cooked to perfection.
Ah, I used to remember that I would bring Tupperwares whenever we get into buffets.
Even though that's not technically allowed. This is the new world. Anything goes.
Of course, but you would help me though. We snuck donuts into those. Allison even wanted crepes.
Those were when times were simpler.
Crepes were very sweet then.
I know, but even at the beginning, it was kind of funny because you were like, "Oh no, we shouldn't do this, guys. This sounds a little illegal." But then when you spotted crepes, you're like, "You know what? I changed my mind."
Because I was bribed. You bribed me with freaking crepes, and you know that.
Of
my
course,
sweetness is my
yeah.
weakness.
Yeah, sweet is your weakness. I know that perfectly
Honestly,
well. That's
stealing
why I used
food.
it.
I mean, they can't necessarily arrest you for eating the food and then leaving.
Well, we paid for that buffet.
Of course we did. Out of my pockets.
Of course, out of your pockets. You invited us.
I gotta do something with all that money I had.
I'm pretty sure that I remember that our kids were sticking around a little too closely towards that chocolate fountain, though. I remember, Sol, you and the beans would go near that chocolate fountain once in a while, and you would act like we didn't see it, but basically we saw you constantly dipping.
Guilty as charged.
We saw you for constantly dipping marshmallows and strawberries into that fountain, and you made it. You huddled together so that we wouldn't see it, but
Oh
we
wait,
saw it.
did you wait a minute? I was wondering why all the strawberries were gone when I went to the fountain. You ate them all.
I am not guilty of the strawberries. I don't particularly like strawberries, but the marshmallows, you can bet those were me.
The strawberries might have been me. I ate all the strawberries.
Strawberries were my favorite, and when I went to the fountain, they were all gone.
So
I
got my strawberry
specifically-
addiction. Nice.
Yeah, nobody touched the grapes though. Nobody touched the grapes dipping it into the fountain.
I ate some
I
grapes,
remember
but not
that.
with chocolate.
Yeah, there was a few
Oh, yeah.
pineapples there as well, which was very
Oh, yeah.
interesting to try.
They even had chocolate cookies by that fountain to dip
At
into
that point, I'd have to watch myself. Rather keep in tip-top shape. So.
Of course. I'm pretty sure Cam loves how you look right now.
Well, let's not put her on the spot.
I know you kept staring at my brother whenever he was working out. It's not no shame. No shame. I would do the same to my own husband.
I mean, he was in tip-top shape, if I remember correctly.
Oh, he was definitely tip-top shape. Despite being a historical person, he was a historian, traveled a lot, and came back with souvenirs. A lot of souvenirs. Mostly food souvenirs for those three in particular.
I only met him a couple of times. I haven't really spoken to him one-on-one.
Louis was a very, very outstanding guy.
I saw the pictures and I heard the stories from Yuki and from the children about their father.
We went to Italy that one time because apparently he could bring people with him that time, and we went there.
He was a traveler, much like myself.
Of course, yeah. He would travel to do historical work, sometimes even help with excavation whenever they found a new fossil. There was a dinosaur skeleton in Italy that we had to go to.
Honestly, you were making history right then and there, so.
Of course, yeah.
This family's all about making history.
Of course. After all, history has its eyes on you.
Essentially, yes.
It's about time we make our history for this new world.
Regardless of
This
what happened
family-
to the old world, we're here now, and well, it's time to make
hey,
the new world.
what's going on?
Hmm?
Hey, what's up? Noi?
Noi, where are you going?
Noi!
Where are you going? Go after him.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
after him.
Noi!
Go after
I'll
them.
go
Hey.
check.
Go.
I'll go check, guys.
Oh, I think it had something to do with
By
the
the-
conversation we had.
By the damn gods, this is why I didn't want to get into these type of topics. But I guess some people can't keep their damn mouths shut.
We're just trying to lighten the mood with memories. In the past.
Well, it's not enough. It's always not enough.
Well, I guess you could say that we should probably call this dinner to a close then. If the air is this thick, I don't want to stay around.
Yeah. Me neither. I'll have our
Feel
villager
free
over
to
there
take-
wrap it up. You look like you've been standing in the rain over there for a while. You should probably wrap this up.
We don't want you to catch a cold, sir.
I don't even know his name. Bentley never gave me his name, which I'm really upset about. I should probably talk to Bentley.
I'll leave first. Have a good day.
It was nice having you here, Lila.
Pleasure.
I'll see you guys later.
How are you doing? How are you doing?
Not so pleased.
Understandable how the dinner went.
Dinner was something.
At this point, if she's gonna carry that little girl attitude of hers, then she could just live with her mother.
Little girl.
That's the thing. That's the thing about children. They're going to act that way, and you know it.
All of my children
Throwing a tantrum.
have been acting different. Well, besides Soul here.
Soul's very well behaved.
I try.
Danny's gone. Will has an attitude towards me. Lila's starting to get more
happy-
distant.
Happy birthday, Soul.
Can't find
Actually
my
starting
oldest
to see-
son.
I'm starting to see a pattern when it comes to their tantrums. It's always about anger issues. Huh.
There you go.
Man, where did I go wrong?
You did nothing wrong. You tried your best.
You should go see it.
I give these kids what they
Knowing Kitty-
want, and then they just throw
knowing
me
them are
away.
fine. Okay?
They'll learn. They'll learn soon enough.
They'll learn soon enough. Though I
Yes.
must say, my siblings, I have a feeling we're going to be having a bit of company in the future, if you get what I mean.
Conflict. I was thinking the
Conflict
same
is
thing.
going to something.
After what
No,
you
but-
told, after what you told me, listen. It's all the more reason to prepare. If what our sister is saying true, there might be a revolution.
It happens to every president, no matter how good or how clever or how bad they are. It's always going to happen because somebody out there disagrees every time. No matter what good you bring to this world, it happens.
Nova.
Nova.
would.
You,
See my point?
you think so, Grimes?
Allie, I asked her personally if she would retaliate. It depends. That wasn't a no. It depends. That actually counts as a yes.
It depends on how I play the chessboard.
For once,
And
we
I'm
can
pretty
agree on
sure-
something. She basically told us in that meeting that she'll pay for
You'll
it.
pay. That I'll pay for it.
When someone
specifically.
says something like that, it means they're
It's a
planning.
threat.
It's a threat.
You did betray her first, though. You said it yourself.
I did no such thing.
Betray is such a strong word.
I basically made a law with my brother over here. And to benefit everybody, and she took it out of context. That is not my fault.
People
that they
hear the
can't
word
read the law.
taxes and they immediately don't want anything to do with it.
Even saying that you pretended to be their friend.
I mean, it's kind of true.
What? They didn't do the same thing? They basically just turned a
Did-
blind eye. They didn't even support anything. And what, a simple fucking tea party meetup is gonna fix everything? No, of course not.
That's
I
naive
s-
thinking, Allison.
She was heartbroken when she said you weren't her friend. She really believed that you guys are friends.
I believed a lot of people were my friends too, but they almost left me for dead. And one of them was my
Exactly.
own son. So don't you give me that bullshit excuse that, oh, I'm betrayed so I should feel bad. If anybody deserves anything out of this, it's me. This is why I tell people to stop pretending.
Don't act like you haven't done something wrong. Allison, you never said anything either at that trial. You were quiet the entire time.
I wanted to stop.
Then why didn't you? You could have. Just be happy that he hasn't pushed you out of his life yet.
No. I'm not gonna push you out of my life because I need you more than anything. After all, siblings gotta stick together, right?
Of course.
Like we always were.
And we swore a pact when we were younger.
I just
as well.
want people to stop pretending. Stop pretending that this didn't happen. Because it very much did, and that's what's defying our mission. Our quota. No one is
Speaking
gonna
of-
ever feel the same pain that I felt. And if I have to crack a few skulls just to get that mission across, then so be it. Because it sounds like they want to do that.
Is that something to do with your so-called ability?
Ability, that's just a theory.
Mm-hmm.
The way you sounded, something's going on. Something about ability.
Would you like to know then?
I want to know the truth about it.
Let's keep this private between the three of us, so... Honey, I want you to go check on the beans, please.
Yeah, speaking of that, do you have any more cookies, Allie?
Of course.
They sent me over here for cookies.
You'll need those.
Thanks. I guess I will leave you guys.
Sweets make them feel better.
Yeah.
They like my cookies best. I always make them homemade.
You did.
Yeah,
You did
just
make
Nora's
homemade
really out
cookies,
of it. Just missing their dad. That's all. So.
I
just
shouldn't
go
have
cheer
brought
'em
it up.
Yeah.
Go. I really shouldn't have.
Yeah, Soul's been keeping
But
an eye
I've
on
been
him. I'll be back.
I've been searching high and low though. I haven't heard anything.
I can understand the feeling. My oldest son is out there somewhere still.
My 3 kids are still missing. 3.
Could they still be in dormant or sleeping?
In dormant. There's only so much the human body can take before it starts to decay of starvation, dehydration.
I'm actually starting to think of the worst case scenario.
I'd hate to say it, but I also am thinking that way as well.
Well, we can't keep thinking that way for that long.
It's been... I can't even remember how many days it's been.
174.
174, that's months. That's way past the starvation period. My oldest
They
son
would have
is...
shown up by now. They would have shown up by now.
The more we worry about
There would have
it,
been a
there's nothing
sign
gonna
of
come
them.
The more we worry about it, there's not gonna... Then bad things will just come upon.
That's
The more
easy
we
for
worry.
you to say. You don't have kids, Allie. This is so much more harder on a parent. So it's understandable for us to be
consider that-
freaking out.
They're still my family as well. I may not have kids, but I wanted to... I just want them to be safe as much as you do. I love my family. And I also treated them as like they were my children as well. Even if I may not have any. Or if I ever.
It was your decision to be a single Pringle.
I just haven't found the right one.
More on your goals.
That's what I told the children. I just tell them I haven't found the right one.
You will, Allison.
Honestly, I'm sure you will. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't have one already. Look how beautiful you are.
You have mother's looks. I hate to admit it, but you do.
Well, I do, but it's kind of hard to do it since I have father's a little bit of strength. That's not very ladylike.
What kind of guy guy or girl, depending on what you're into, wouldn't love a woman that could actually take care of herself?
I mean, look at you.
And fight
honestly.
a little.
You look like you know what you're doing.
You're a catch. I hate to admit it, but you are a catch.
You're just as much of a catch as, well, as I am to Aphrodite, which is, I still can't believe that happened.
I'm surprised. Very beautiful Aphrodite chose my brother.
Honestly, with the theory we're developing, it wouldn't be that much of a surprise.
But back on topic, though. What is this ability you guys are discussing?
Well, let's just say that Justice can make people submit to his will. In a way, where he gets so angry that people feel like they're staring at an army.
It's a weird feeling. You see, Allie, I don't think I've ever told this to you, but the night I got incarcerated by him and Sky, it was weird. Sky didn't necessarily do much, which I can kind of respect that, but Grimes came in full force. He looked like he wanted to beat the ever-living shit out of me. It's like he wanted to drive his sword through my chest. He was that angry. He was that adamant on that I was the thief. But something changed when I grabbed my armors and weapons, because, well, I felt threatened and I wanted to know what was going on. And as soon as I glared at him, he cowered like a little dog. It's as if he was looking at an army. Now, at first I thought that was weird. I didn't think much of it until the meeting. During the meeting, that little one from, I don't know, that Wakanda settlement in Florida, or what used to be Florida. What was their name?
Zero, I believe.
Zero.
They felt pretty confident in their argument against me, and once I looked over at them and gave them the same glare, they immediately jumped out of their seat. That's not normal.
She was terrified.
Terrified. That's the same exact looks that not only did that killer leave, but also other people that I used to work with. The people that tried to defy me when I was a politician never defied me again because I always gave them that same stare. And my words were just a plus. I told them to never defy me again or else they'll regret it. And from that point forward, I think they were scared for the rest of their lives. Literally, candidates would just drop out of the election. Whenever I was in those elections, they would drop out immediately after we have our little interaction. Nobody just drops out, especially politicians. They stand by what they argue. But this is different. It's a look of genuine fear. And well, your sister here has kinda came up with a possible reason. Now that we know that we're related to the gods,
Starting to add up, isn't it?
it's starting to really add up. Our eyes are so much more different Look at them. They're like nothing I've ever seen before. Our mother and father are Greek gods of Olympus itself.
Have you seen the eye pattern that our parents have? It's pretty similar.
You both have similar eyes to them. For me, I
But no, nonetheless, your eyes,
eyes are
look at them.
special.
They're special. They have a shape. They have a glint, a glow. So, sis, you want to tell her what you've been thinking?
We're thinking that because of the fact that of our heritage, I was theorizing that he is Ares and I'm Athena. Those are the only two gods that we haven't seen, actually. That we know are a thing but haven't presented themselves. And we're thinking about summoning them to actually confirm this. And if another god shows up in their place, or none at all, that just pretty much proves it.
And it also makes a lot of sense now. You see, your sister told me a little story. A little story about Aphrodite and her little love affair with Ares. Well, Aphrodite is, or was, married to Hephaestus, god of the forge. But she wasn't into him because, well, he was ugly. According to her, that is. And so she decided to have an affair with Ares. Wouldn't it make sense for her to not flirt with me if she's with Ares?
True.
But he's not here.
Exactly. He would have shown up by now and whooped your ass.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Gods have rules, but
Of course.
nonetheless, his intimidation factor would definitely make me stop what I'm doing. But
so
he's not here.
You're theorizing that you're those gods.
Pretty much. And you might be one, but I'm not particularly sure which one.
If this is confirmed true, then that means history itself is not written in the right way. That means all of them know about it, and they've lied to every single person who believed in their mythology. Ares and Athena were big figures. But if this is true, then that means they never existed. It was a cover to hide the true identity of who they really were, or who they really are.
Pretty much.
It's always been so strange to me how I could just do that on command. It's just a look. All it takes is one look. One specific look, and
You do give now that you mention it, I always feel like you had this sort of like vibe or something that you're giving off whenever you stare. When you talk to Zero, when you yell at her that day.
I didn't even
No.
yell at her. All I said
No.
was, "What did you say?" and that was it.
You may not say it.
Anyway,
It's like
we
it
should
felt like a
probably-
rumble.
Anyway, we should probably save this conversation later. I do need to check on the beans.
I should probably get might as
We'll just
well
back
talk
that up
about this.
there.
Mm-hmm.
I will.
Same.
I guess I'll see you guys later.
Alrighty then.
Alright then.
This is a lot to take in, technically, but
Yes, it is.
but I.
But it's just a
think-
theory until we proven the facts, you know?
Right. I'll see you two later. I love you both.
Alright.
Love you too, sis.
See you. Anyway, I do really need to check on my beans. What are you gonna do?
Ponder a bit.
Alright then. I'll leave you to that.
Yuki,
What?
if there really is something coming our way, don't hold back.
Of course. I never hold back when I play a game, Justice. And this is a game to me that I would love to play.
Sounds like the pieces are being put together. It's
Of
our
course.
job to checkmate them.
Indeed.
Well,
Well,
until that time comes, let's try to keep and get as much as we can done.
of course.
Under
I'll
wraps
see you
as well.
around. Of course. Under wraps. Secrecy, no zip tight. But anyways, I really do need to go. I can see the beans over there, so.
Alrighty then. I'm just gonna go on a
Alright.
walk.
Alright.
Oh boy, will this be such a game to play. Such an interesting game, so many interesting subjects. It's only a matter of time before one of them slips up. And well, I think it's time I'd start gathering more allies. Starting off with that captain. And that is going to do it for today's stream, guys. Honestly, in our stream, we got some pretty interesting lore in there, honestly, if I do say so myself. So honestly, thank you guys so much for tuning in and whatnot. And we're going to go ahead and give out some shout outs here. Thank you, You, for the follow. Welcome to the Umbrella Revolution. Hope you enjoy your stay. Thank you, Fishington. It's Fish! Hey, Fish. How you doing, bud? We got Fishington with the follow. And we also have Willow Riddle Eclipse. Thank you so much for the follows. Welcome to the Emerald Evolution. We hope you enjoy your stay here. This has been some Berry World SMP. If you're interested in looking into Berry World SMP, we now have a Discord and we also have a Twitter. You can find all of that with the command down below. Exclamation point BWSMP Twitter. You'll find our Discord over there on as well. So honestly, guys, thank you so much for tuning in to this amazing stream. Everybody did an amazing job with their parts. And honestly, huge thank you to anybody who backstaged today. Specifically Sky, he body acted the villager and whatnot. So honestly, huge shout out to him as well. But honestly, thank you guys so much for the support. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye-bye!